Wow.
Cars are moving around quite a bit.
Things are heating up already.
Whoa.
Another problem in turns 3 and 4. The 51. Oh, that's Mercer. Eddie Mercer involved in it. The 29.
Matt Carter, Mikey Kyle also involved.
Ryan Fisher in that 50. Oh, no. And then the 28 runs right into the back of them. Chris Cockrum.
99, John Ferrier also involved. You see the 8, Brian Scott, Gabby DiCarlo in the 90. Yeah, in the Great Clips car.
You know, that started right up front.
Sure did. As you were talking, Kenny, it doesn't matter where you are. You can get caught up in something here. You don't have to be at the back of the pack.
We're getting down to a lot of all the cars bitten out of this thing. We're going to have a short field at the end of the race here.
A lot of attrition right now taking place on the racetrack. Ryan Fisher trying to fire that car back up again.
He is able to. You can see the back of that car though, and is down. The fuel cell rack is actually on the ground. That's why the left rear tire was spinning. See a lot of damage to Eddie Mercer's car right there. Eddie was running up in the top 2 or 3, and there's Mario Gosselin. Mario was 2 laps down. Obviously a tremendous amount of damage to his car.
And we see that when the window net's down, obviously that's the signal to the safety crews that the driver has put that down and he's okay. So if they need to attend to someone else quicker, they can. We see Brian Scott climbing out of his race car.
Yeah, Mikey Kyle also going by. Mikey had a great run going as well as Brian Scott. Let's see if we can take a look back at what happened here. See, there's Mario Gosselin. Mikey Kyle kind of chases up the hill and runs into Mario Gosselin. That's what starts this Matt Carter with nowhere to go, as well as Eddie Mercer. Patrick Shelter does a nice job getting through that.
Steve Blackburn, or excuse me, Parker Kligerman was involved in that in the 77.
He didn't get. Yeah, you see the damage on the left front. That's the black car back on the grass down there. Here's another view. Going to see Mario Gosselin. He's going to run and going to move up the hill. Then Mikey Kyle kind of, the air just, I think, takes him up the hill and he makes contact with him, Kenny.
Yeah, but it winds up the same thing. You just plain old run into him. You know, you can give it a bunch of reasons why, but you kind of got to be responsible for the front of your car.
I think the 6 of Lofton actually got into that as well. He brushed somebody that was coming back down the racetrack, it looked like, too, so maybe some damage on his car.
Bobby Gerhardt able to get by on the outside, and then we saw Chris Cockrum, the 28, come in late and make a contact. There's another view. There is the contact between Mikey Kyle, the 29, Mario Gosselin, the 11. Matt Carter gets caught by Mario Gosselin, goes up the hill towards the outside wall. Eddie Mercer comes along with nowhere to go. There's the 6 of Justin Lofton. He makes a little bit of contact with the 29 of Mikey Kyle. There's Will Kimmel, the 68. He makes some contact as well.
Tough day for the Kimmels. We saw Frank Kimmel early on out of this. You see Chris Cockrum staying right on the back bumper of Bobby Gerhardt. Looks like Gerhardt's trying to slow down, but he's got Cockrum right behind him. And as Gerhardt goes high, Cockrum goes low and right into 2 cars parked on the racetrack.
Yeah, well, Chris Cockrum would have done well to have heated the Bobby Gerhardt's trying to slow down there.
Yeah.
There's another view. Matt Carter makes hard contact with the outside wall.
And there's that smoke and the sun, the difficult views that these guys have.
81, Craig Gose coming in on the inside. There's Ryan Fisher's on board. You see Gabby DiCarlo. Gabby's going to get caught up in this as well. There's the contact between Ryan Fisher and Gabby DiCarlo. Another shot to Ryan Fisher's car, the baby mum car. Ooh, and yet another one.
I think I'll grab the steering wheel back again.
That's when you don't take your helmet off and you don't get your seatbelt unstrapped.
Watch Patrick Schiffler. He's going to get through this now. Watch this.
Oh, how close.
He gassed it back up to shoot that gap. He did really good. Got off where he needed to and then gassed it back up. But you can see where that sun is factoring in there.
Not much of a view at all for any of these guys.
Ooh. There went our camera.
Yeah, Eddie Mercer took care of that camera in the back of Matt Carter's Stein C car. There's Matt's roof camera.
And again, Matt Carter hit that wall hard.
Sure did.
Just goes to show you what one big mistake really will do at a race like this.
So many people get caught up in it and just coming along innocently and unfortunately wrong place at the wrong time.
That's why they make you put a helmet on when you get in these things. You just never know what's going to happen.
The second caution of the day happened on lap 30, and it involved 13 cars. Now our third caution happens at lap 40, and it involves 12 cars. So we talk about attrition. We're losing a lot of the field here very quickly as the sun is still setting in Central Florida. And we are definitely having trouble seeing when they have problems in turn number 4.